How we doing again? Day 3. I was questioning whether or not I should do these on the weekends as well. Saturday evening, around 11 o'clock. Just got home. I'm in the car again. I was thinking about whether or not, like I said, to do them on weekends just because generally not too much gets done. But I'm going to keep doing it because I think even more importantly than, the progress that I'm making in the businesses and everything like that, I think that it's just important for me to be consistent with this, because if I fall off of like uploading YouTube videos and kind of going through all this, then one, I think it'll ultimately hurt any progress that I make with, gathering an audience and getting more subscribers and all that sort of stuff. But I really want to do this. I think this is important, and I do enjoy doing it. 9 times out of 10, I think about things before I do them, and then I start them, and then, I dread doing them, and then I start them, and I'm like, this is awesome. Why didn't I start this sooner? So I'm really enjoying this so far. It's a cool thing. I like to start having some more content. I like seeing the library start to stack up. So I'm having a good time. That being said, though, today, Saturday, being it's Saturday, Saturday and everything, like there wasn't a lot of stuff that I really did. So I'm going to go through a couple things, and I have a couple points that I want to hit on. So we'll just fly through it just so we can, continue this little tradition we have going on here of the daily vlogging. So first thing that I did was I woke up at 5 a.m. and I actually posted the video from last night this morning because it needed to process and everything like that. So posted the video real quick, and then I had to head off to actually like 30 minutes east of where I'm at to Murraysville to go to ball hockey practice. So I'll take this as a moment to bring anybody up to speed. I play ball hockey. It's a pretty big sport in the Pittsburgh area, as well as like South New Jersey, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Massachusetts, a couple other places. It's growing in popularity, and I've been kind of, I don't want to say like I've been a driving force of any of that, but it's been very fruitful and enjoyable to be a part of seeing an actual sport really grow from a small community in different places around the country to more of like a bigger community that continues to establish a bigger footprint. So there's a lot more coming with that. I'll probably put maybe some content from upcoming new league that they're forming, the NBHL, so National Ball Hockey League. That's exciting. It's more of something that I like to do just to stay active and to, not be completely sedentary. And I like the sport, obviously. I wouldn't be playing if I didn't. And just like anything, I like to continue to get better. So there's a lot there. Don't want to dive too deep, but I had practice this morning. It was early, sometimes they are when you're getting ready for tournaments and stuff, but did that, went well, again, just a good run. And then went directly from there to the restaurant, Ray's Restaurant in Coriopolis, to work at my grandma's restaurant there. And that's a normal thing. Been doing that every Saturday and Sunday, 90% of the Saturdays and Sundays for like the last 10 years. So no stranger, obviously to work. Just continued to do that for a long time. And it's been good. There's been a lot of pros that have come with it. You don't get like the weekends and everything like that to do whatever you want, but I think there was definitely more pros than cons. It's kind of getting to the point where it's I want to say overstayed its welcome. Like it's getting kind of old at this point because there's other things that I could do. I would like to work 7 days a week on Find a Tech, MJS brand, Fueled by Progress. I'd like to do that. We're not exactly there yet. I don't know when that will happen, but we'll see. Regardless, went to work, did my normal thing. It was an okay work day. It's kind of steady. Anybody that works in a restaurant will tell you it's kind of a interesting thing. It's very unpredictable. So it was a good day all in all. After the restaurant, again, really not much that I wanted to, or that I had to get done, or not a lot got done as far as Find a Tech and the other businesses are concerned. I did talk to a client today at work for Find a Tech. Project is going well. We're going to continue to move forward with that. They've got a couple things that they're working on, so we'll do that. One important thing that I'm going to stop here and say, though, for Find It Tech is I am absolutely going to produce some content on, I think I talked about this yesterday, like with the upfront pricing and everything like that. I had this idea, and I don't know if anybody else really does it to the extent and the way in which I have it in my mind, but I'm going to do this. So picture this. You want a website, you go to a web development company, and then somewhere on there, there's a thing that says like our process or like what to expect or something like that, okay? And then you get to that section, and there's like videos. There's at least one video that kind of has the overall process, and there's a couple other videos. I want to be able for people to go to my website for Find It Tech and know basically exactly what I would tell them in a one-on-one conversation, but they would see it in a video, or they could read it, or vice versa, or whatever. Like I want it to be so crystal clear what is going to happen, at least like on a regular project, that there's no confusion. Things like, obviously pricing is number one, and I mentioned that I need to continue to evolve that. But even things like, okay, like I'm literally going to say this in the video, client, whatever, this project is of obvious importance to us, right? If we sign on an agreement, it's priority. It's a priority to Find It Tech to get your project done. That being said, this project is, the speed in which this project gets done is solely up to you as the client. When I'm developing websites, or Find It Tech is developing websites, it's not like the company's job to like design and provide all of the material for the website, obviously, right? So when you think about a website, you need text, you need images, you need all this sort of stuff, colors and all these things. Like, you have to provide that, obviously, as a client. And that's something that I want to make crystal clear to set those expectations from the get-go. Before you even, honest to God, before you even reach out, I want you to know exactly what's going to happen, or at least have the opportunity to know that, because I feel like it's just going to be so vital. If I can just explain all that sort of stuff in video format and then send it to people or show people, I think it's going to be, just a great addition to the company. I think it's going to take a lot of stress off me, hopefully, because a lot of people will be able to understand it. And I just think it'll be a good idea. So that's definitely something I'm going to implement here as soon as possible, just because that needs to happen for that business to run even more smoothly than it already is. The rest of the day was actually mostly spent with Amanda, so it was a good sort of like follow-up Valentine's Day type thing. We just kind of hung out, went to dinner, and watched a movie. Let me talk about that for a second too. We watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I am no movie critic. Spoilers, maybe. I don't know if I say anything here. But, like, that movie is just strange. I've seen some Tarantino films in the past, Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained. But that one was just weird. Like, I know it was based on kind of, like, actual history and things like that with Sharon Tate and all that. I didn't know that before I watched the movie, but it was a strange movie. I'm not good at following that sort of stuff, especially when I don't know the ins and outs beforehand and stuff. So it was a weird movie. Not really my cup of tea. It was long. I just watched it. It was weird. All right, but that's kind of a sidebar there, but still kind of pertinent, I suppose. Other than that, not too much. But one thing that maybe I'll do right now is talk about sort of the next steps in a lot of things. So I really want to focus on just some of the goals that I have very, very near future. I need to finish the Szymanski.com website because it's in kind of shambles right now. It doesn't look good, and there's things all over the place. So I'm in the process of getting a new logo for my personal brand. So like an MJS type of logo. That's very exciting, because once I have that, then we could do a lot of other things. I'd like to make a business card that is not Find It Tech, but it's just for myself. I might have said that in another video. I don't remember. But I want it to be just for me, So when I go to see clients with all these other things, or when I see anybody that I know, like I want to make that connection with people, and then I can, you know, move from there. It's like, oh, you know me. Oh, you need a website. Here you want to go. Oh, you want you're looking for a podcast to listen to or something like that, or some merch or some clothing. Fueled by Progress, that type of stuff. Because when you funnel it all into there, into one like personal brand or overarching kind of like umbrella type thing that I'm working on here, I think that is that's definitely the right way to go, at least for me. I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll see what happens, because if I can make that connection with people and then make the external connection to the other things that I have, it's going to be pretty sweet. I'm excited, and I'm very happy that I'm starting to make these videos, because this is going to be like the documentation for all this. What else? So one more thing that I want to touch on real quick is I am going to make this video here very shortly, hopefully this week, that explains exactly everything that I've alluded to in Fueled by Progress. I have a video or two on here that kind of explains things. I think one's called My Master Plan, and it talks about the things that I have going on. So, Mark Joseph Szymanski, the brand, the Fueled by Progress, everything that I keep talking about, right? I want to be 100% transparent. I feel like if you're not honest and you're not transparent with your audience, you're just, dead in the water, like from the beginning. So what I would like to do is make one video that really explains everything. It's going to explain how I structured everything and how I see this moving forward, things, the income streams, all this sort of stuff. And I'm going to make it now, and I'm going to make it in the from the perspective of this is going to happen. This is what I plan to happen, right? These are my this is the structure of everything that I have. Then, as I move forward, one, I'll be able to expand on it, like actually talk about how I set it up and things like that, or what the actual streams look like, and, whether it's ad revenue or XYZ, whatever it is, right? And then later on down the line, there is a decent chance that it might change. Plans always change. You try to plan for things, but ultimately at the end of the day, you can't predict the future. So, things might change. There's no problem with that. That's just life, right? So what I'll be able to do, though, is I'll be able to come back and reference this video and say, this is what my plan was, and this is how it ended up changing. This is what it looks like now. I really think that's going to be valuable to a lot of people, and obviously to myself too, so I can kind of see how I've evolved and everything like that. But that's mainly it. Not a lot of stuff that went on today, but I need to keep doing. This is my goal. I plan to do one of these every single day for the entire rest of my life. No, I don't know if that's the case, but like it makes sense. Like just a little less than 20-minute video, because I just ramble for like 15 minutes on different things that I went through, maybe different things that I learned. Some days are gonna be better than others. Some days are gonna be less productive. It happens, right? We're all human. So I'm enjoying it so far. There's going to be other videos sprinkled in there, obviously, as well. I have some playlists on the channel here that I am kind of just dumping things into, and organization will get better as we go along here and get more content. But, just keep an eye on the vlogs, because that's going to be just a snapshot of what has gone on every single day. And, with the exception of the time that I'm at the restaurant or hanging out with Amanda or anything like that, it's work time. It's work on all the things that I want to get done, and I just want to share that with you guys, because I think that not only the documentation for myself, but also for anybody else watching there, it's just going to provide some value and a different perspective, whether you want to be in the niches that I'm in, or something similar, or something totally different. I think that a lot of people could benefit, and that's what I'm all about. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on this video and give it a watch. I'm doing the YouTuber thing again. If you could subscribe, that'd be tremendous. At least give the video press the little like button, because that definitely helps with the almighty YouTube algorithm. And if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them down in the comment section below, or reach out to me. There's just Mark J. Szymanski literally everywhere. I think some stuff's in the description of this video too if you want to talk. So thanks so much again. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.